So once we have entered all the questions and settings, and we want to make the questionnaire available to the respondents, we go to the main page of the questionnaire, and on the upper middle part we see the button activate this survey. Of course, before activation we should check the survey how it will look like um, using the preview survey button. Say we are satisfied with the survey. Let's click activate this survey. And now we need to make a decision whether this is a closed access survey or open access survey. Open access means that anyone with a link is able to come to this survey and fill it out. So there will be a general link created. But we will go with the closed access survey because we want specific people to fill out the survey. And the specific people, we have their emails. We will enter their emails into the respondents list of this survey participants at the left menu, and they will get an invitation sent by this Limesurvey email module. So the closed access survey is a good option because it keeps track on who has filled out the survey. So when we would like to send a reminder and maybe even a second reminder, say the first reminder after 2 weeks and the second reminder and the final reminder 4 weeks after the first invitation, then we would not spam the people who already have filled out the survey. The reminder goes only to these people who have not filled out the survey. Before the activation, we are asked whether we have anonymized responses. So since we are planning to enter the survey participants' email, so we select no. Save IP address, this would be enabling us to identify the individual's computer. It doesn't give us much benefit from the research point of view, only maybe to check if somebody has filled out the questionnaire twice or thrice or even 10 times using the same computer. So timings is registering for how many minutes and seconds it took for the participant to fill out all the questions. Anonymized IP address means that when we choose to save the respondent's IP address, then the anonymized IP address would essentially remove the last, I think it was last three numbers from the IP address, making it impossible to identify a specific person. Yeah, we would see the provider of the internet service, but not the specific person of the respondent. Save referral URL means that some people come from a specific website, some people come from their email inbox, so that would kind of register the website that they used, or if it was the email inbox where they clicked the link. And date stamp is always good idea to register the specific date and time when the survey was filled out. So let's say we are satisfied with these settings. We click save and activate survey. And now we are asked whether we would like to have a open access survey or a closed access survey. So we go with closed access survey. And we are asked again, are we sure? Yes, we want to have closed access mode. So this second question was to make sure that we want to we are certain with our choice, because after we have started the survey, we cannot add, after we have activated the survey, we cannot change the structure of the question, or we cannot delete questions, we cannot add questions, we cannot add question groups, but we can change the wording, we can change the sub questions or answer options wording. But in order to add questions or delete questions, we would basically need to close the survey and open a new survey. So since we have chosen closed access survey, the Limesurvey now asks us to initiate a participant table. Actually, it says that the participant table has already been created. And now we go to the participant table. We have no participants yet, but we can add these manually or by uploading an Excel file. So the Excel file should have 3 columns: first name, last name, and email. And this will be used to make customized invitations. To add a participant manually, I will click create and add participant, and here we can enter the first name. Let's input Tarmo, and last name Koppel, and the email. Let's input Tarmo at koppel.de. So these 3 fields are the most important fields. We don't have to set any other settings. We click save and close, and this has essentially added the first participant. So let's add participants from a CSV file. So this is a typical way how we would add 20, 200, or even 2,000 participants. So we have a table, like an Excel table. So we cannot import Excel table directly. We should save this as a CSV file. And the CSV file that we have is already prepared. So this is the CSV file I have prepared for this demo. So we have the first row as headers: first name, last name, and email. 3 columns, no spaces, and it's filled out as you would expect it: first name, last name, and the email address. So the CSV file is saved to the specific folder, which we can upload. So we will click create button and import participants from CSV file, and then we can start looking at the file from the browse menu. And once we have selected the file, my file is participants.csv. We can specify which separator was used, comma or semicolon. Let's leave it automatic. And at the bottom part, we have the option to determine how we will detect the duplicates. So say that we have already checked for duplicates, so we can leave it empty. So let's click upload button, and we see that the 2 participants were successfully added to the participant table. Let's click browse participants, and now we see that next to the first participant that I entered manually, we have 2 additional participants from the CSV file, and we can check these by ourselves, that the first name is at the right column, the last name is at the right column, and also the email address. We also can add or change the language setting for the participants. By default, they will receive the English version of the questionnaire, but we could change it to another language. So if we would have done that in the CSV file, we would have to have a fourth column called language, and the specific language code EN or ET, for example, for Estonian, would designate what type of link would be sent to the participant. Even when the participant receives the English invitation, at the upper left menu they have the option to change the language to another possible from the list. One more thing we need to do is to generate tokens. So at the upper middle part we have button generate tokens. Let's click that one and confirm, yes, generate tokens. 3 access codes have been created, so access code is the same as a token. So once we go back to the survey participants table, let's click display participants. We can see that at the column access code we have a unique identifier here. So this is for creating unique URLs. So the unique link for each participant would need to be created to keep track if they have opened the questionnaire, if they have completed the questionnaire. So that will be the important key for Limesurvey to know when we want to send reminders, that the reminder will be sent only for those participants who have not completed the questionnaire.